So, as a teacher, one of the things we see all the time, and I even laugh about it too, is math has changed. Math hasn't changed, but what has changed about it is we don't just teach one strategy, which is the way I learned when I was a kid, and it never worked for me. I was never very strong with math because I didn't understand it that way. So now we're teaching kids multiple strategies. We teach them the old school methods along with the new. So for this video, I'm going to teach and reteach how to do multi-digit multiplication.
So for the new method, it's technically called an area model, or we sometimes just call it the box method. And you have to pay attention to place a value to help you with it. So I've got 3 digits, so I'm going to make 3 boxes. 1 for each place value, okay? And I'm going to now stretch out my number into expanded notation, or so we've got 720, and then 6. So when I scrunch that back up into standard form, it's 726. Okay, and I'm multiplying by 3. So I put that on this side. And what I have taught students is you can really start anywhere you'd like to, but I have them ignore the zeros, so they're just doing that basic multiplication problem. So 3 times 7 is 21, so I'll put in 21, and I'll simply just plug in my zeros from the 700, and then I'll do the same here. So 3 times 20, or 3 times 2, which is 6, and I add in my zeros, so I get 60, and then 3 times 6, which is 18. And now I need to add these all back up together. So you can rewrite it. Sometimes I just do combine 2 right away. So if I combine these 2, I get 78. So 2100 plus 78. Most of the time kids don't even have to rewrite it. They can just quickly add it all together. And as you can see, I did the problem 2 different ways and got the same answer. This just gets kids to see what numbers they're multiplying a little bit better, and that this is actually a 700, the 2 is actually a 20, and the 6 is still just a 6. Once there's an understanding of the area model or the box method, it often leads into this next method here, which is partial products. So what I would do here is multiply 6 times 3, which is 18, and I would actually just write the 18 here. It's kind of nice because then we don't forget to add it in here, which is a very common mistake. And then I would still go through diagonally, remembering that this is a 20, so it really is 20 times 3. But to simplify it, we do just say 2 times 3, which would be 60. So I would write that full product here. Then I would continue on, remembering that this is actually a 700. So I would do 700 times 3, but in my head, I'm thinking, oh, 7 times 3 is 21. And then I need to add in my 2 zeros to make it 2100. And then I would add those all up. And again, gotten the same total 3 different ways. Eventually, students will probably simplify it and go to here. But it's nice to start out here to understand the value of each digit.
So, has math changed? No, it hasn't. Some of the strategies have definitely changed, and it's just to get kids another tool to learn it in a different way, because this did not work for me as a child. This would have helped me so much better and would have been much less overwhelming for me as a kid. I know that there's a drawing, there's things like that involved, but the concept of the numbers is getting a lot stronger for kids. So honestly, they're probably building a foundation to where they'll be able to just do this in their head one day. And a lot of students who are strong with math are naturally grouping numbers this way in their head. So this is just a way for kids who can't do that to visually see it. So math has not changed, just some of the strategies. So just try it out and see how you like it.